Good morning. How are you today? We're getting started with our live, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. It is a cool, crisp day in Texas, and I wonder how things are where you are. It's been an interesting week or so with everything that's been unfolding in the Ukraine. It's very heartbreaking to see, and really, I think it made it very timely for our live today because we're going to be talking about stress and how to move into calm as part of our 5 C's of development. We talked first about clarity, and then we talked about certainty, and then connection, and then confidence. And now, today, we're going to unpack calm because if there's ever been a time when we might need some calm, it's now. We're coming off of all of the crazy of COVID. We are hearing about everything happening in the news with Ukraine and Russia and how the ripple effect may impact us all. And so there's a lot of reasons to be stressed, on top of course, all the usual. So we'll get into that in just a little bit. I just wonder, first off, let's just do something a little fun. If you're watching this, just type in the chat. What do you got going this weekend? What's happening for you, for your shop? Share some good news because you know what? Whenever we celebrate and talk about the good things, it helps us through the bad things. So I would love to see some posts or some comments of some of the great things that are going on out there. Celebrate your business, celebrate what's happening, celebrate what's about to happen. I would love to hear some of that. I'm really excited that this weekend I get to go to Camp Capers in kind of westish from here, a couple hours away, to work at a writer's retreat. I've been wanting to write a book for a long time, and I have finally decided it is going to happen this weekend. Really, I've I've started several times, but I have a really clear vision now, and I'm really excited to be finally, hopefully, bringing a book to fruition, and that you'll be seeing more about that in the future. So I'm pretty excited about that. My daughter is much better. She's all well. And my other daughter's coming home from college today, so I'll get to have her this weekend and for spring break. So that's really awesome. Just lots of great things to share. There's so much good going on in my life actually right now, and that does help balance the stress that's going on in the world, the pressures that's going on in the world. And I'll tell you, I tend to turn a little bit of a blind eye to it because I have always kind of worked under the belief that what you don't know can't upset you or scare you. And when it comes to the news, sometimes that's the best for me, is just not to know. And so I don't pay a whole lot of attention to it, but enough to know what I need to be aware of, what I want to pray about, what I want to see happen, what I want to wish for as far as the best that can be. Good morning, whoever has joined. I'm glad you're here. And so, really looking at um, just what's going on and how to deal with it and how I want to approach it. So, just doing that very, very minorly. So, today we're talking about all the stressors that are existing right now. There are plenty of them to pick from, both in the world and probably in our communities, in our homes, and in our businesses for sure. And so, how we move from stress to calm is a skill that we all need, especially coming off of COVID. So many people are still kind of reeling from that. And that reeling is just causing things to compound whenever new stressors arise. And so I thought it would be great as part of our 5 C's to talk about calm and how we get calm amidst all the storms that are around us. I wonder what storms might be tossing your boat these days. How are you faring amidst all of the storms of life at the moment? It's definitely up and down. I'm a pretty even person, but I've had a couple of little, I don't know, unusual outbursts or something lately because of just feeling the mounting stress of just the world and the heartbreak from the situation in Ukraine. So let's talk about what some of the common stressors are that I have been hearing from others that maybe you can identify with too. Um, a lot of folks are talking about slow traffic and slow sales, which, for this time of year is pretty typical, but even slower than normal. And I wonder how many people are seeing that or how many people are seeing increases. I have talked to some that are having some increases, and I have clients that are doing really well, even in this lower time. So I know it's possible, but I know a lot of people are really suffering. The uncertainty around just how to get more customers. What's the next marketing thing to do? What's the next strategy that they should be following? I hear lots of worry and anxiety and fear over those things, wondering still a little bit about COVID situations and how to handle those, dealing with family issues, dealing with personal issues, dealing with health for themselves, for others. And there's just a whole lot of things in addition to the economic challenges that are happening because of what's going on. The gas prices skyrocketing with everything happening with Ukraine and Russia. And now, gas prices are just going to continue to skyrocket. So then worries about how that is going to affect the economy and inflation. I mean, oh my goodness, it really is like sometimes if you really pay too much attention to it, it can bring you down. And so that's not what we want. We don't want to be having these situations just continually pour into us and create and agitate with worry and doubt and fear and anxiety, because as we allow that to fester and build within us, guess what? It comes out in all different kinds of ways. And I see this a lot in some of my client sessions. They're bringing forward how they're acting out sometimes at customers, even, or with their staff, with their spouse, in ways that are really not typical for them, that are completely out of their norm, and it doesn't feel good, and they don't know why, and really examining why that's happening. And a lot of it is the core of the stress of everything going on in the meaning that we're assigning to all the facts of the situation. Because when we are assigning meaning all the time to the different facts of things going on, that meaning can make us really get amped up, or it can really help us calm down. And so what we want to do is begin to think about how to calm ourselves, how to change what we're thinking, the stories that we're making up around the facts of the situation, all of the what ifs and the uh-ohs and it might and it probably, all of the things that we really don't know for sure are going to happen. We build them up in our mind as though they're going to, and it just agitates and creates more anxiety that then causes us to respond in ways that we wouldn't normally want to respond. Or if something else is already going on in our lives, it agitates us so that we can't help but act out because we can only hold it all in so much. And as people who are service providers who give and give all day, it's okay that sometimes you feel depleted and you do have to just give it up. But you know what? When we do that, then we feel guilty and we beat ourselves up over it. And that's not very healthy either. So what do we do about the situation? How do we manage our stress? How do we deal with all that's going on? And really, for me, there's a few skills that I find help. First off, gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. There's always something to be thankful for in every single day. And so when you're beginning to feel a lot of anxiety and stress and pressure, finding what is it can you be grateful for, and really looking at and leaning into gratitude, because a grateful heart is a happy heart. And it doesn't mean just trying to make yourself be grateful. It means actually being grateful, which are two different things. And then doing some meditation. Some people have been leaning into yoga. I have one client that she texts me her little yoga pose every day to just say, here's how I'm seeking calm. I'm meditating, I'm praying, I'm doing some scripture reading, and then I am, doing some yoga and finding that calm, very intentionally finding that peace. Whatever kind of coping skills that you can come up with and give yourself the permission to take time out for, it will help you begin to calm your mind. One of the things I really love to do, one other little coping skill I want to give you is I like to do a lot of deep breathing. And so breathing in peace, a really deep breath of peace, and blowing out the anxiety, the worry, and the doubt. And it's incredible. Just like, when we have babies, you do the deep breathing to help you get through the pain. Well, actually, deep breathing helps you get through a lot of different things. It can help you get through any kind of pain, not just childbirth pain, as well as I found it to be so helpful in calming the pain in the mind, the stress and the anxiety. So, some deep breathing with your eyes closed, some meditations. There is an app called Calm. And so you can always check that out. It has some um, great things that you can do to help yourself calm. And there's a wide variety of time ranges that you can listen to. And I know it seems like a burden or an impossibility to carve out a little more time in your schedule to do something like this. But the effects of having a calm mind mean for more clarity. It means for more uncertainty. It means for more connection. It means for more confidence. So it's a good investment of time, a good investment to make a practice that will help you find the calm, because it really supports all the other C's that we've been talking about. And so one of my biggest things personally for me too is really looking at scripture and praying over what it is that I am having stress or anxiety about. And one of my favorite verses is Psalms 105:4. Look to the Lord for his strength. See his face always. Because you know what? When I do that, it does bring me calm. And when I go to gratitude that he's always there for me, it makes a big difference. And so that's another one I just wanted to share with you in case you're interested. So I know that it's really easy to sit here and say all this and you to listen to it. And it's easy to want to do it, but I also know it's very hard to put into place. And you're not alone in that. And sometimes people beat themselves up for that because they go, you know what, I just can't do it. And then I feel like a loser and I don't know how to make myself calm. I don't know what to do about the situation. And their mind just tells them, you know what, this is just how you have to do. Just suck it up, deal with it. And the last thing that anyone should do is really suck it up and deal with it, because it's not healthy and it's just going to continue to build and build and build and keep you in that unhappy, unhealthy place. And so if you would like help, this is something I do with people all day long, every day. Reach out, because learning how to not just say it, not just want it, but truly be calm, truly be confident, truly be connected, truly have clarity, truly have certainty. It's possible for you. And I would love to show you how. So reach out. You know I'm here. And it's one of those things that I have found, when you can master these 5 C's as you work on the nuts and bolts of your business, the things that are going to make it have those sales, have that traffic, get that profit, be able to pay yourself well. That's when everything begins to get much lighter and easier and calm all the time, because you are in control and you have a plan and you're working the plan and you can see the progress, and it keeps you happy and healthy and focused. And so if you would like to have that, I'd be happy to give you a free call, help talk you through it, and show you the way to find your calm amidst the storm in your business and your life, and to grab that and hold on to it and become it. Become that calm, confident leader who has certainty in where she's going and what she's doing. And as a result, can get the incredible results that you want. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for walking through the 5 C's with me. If you haven't watched any of the other videos, I encourage you to go back and do so. I welcome you to comment. Again, I offer you to reach out to me personally. I'm always happy to help, and I just thank you for being here and for the opportunity to share this information with you. Because how we engage in our business, the way we work in our business and lead ourselves, is 80% of what's going to make us successful or not successful. And so if you're feeling struggles with any of these things, it's definitely holding you back. Whether you're already doing pretty well or you're even doing great, in ways you could be doing so much better, and certainly doing it with much less stress if you really engage these 5 C's in a meaningful and purposeful way. All right. Thank you so much. And again, have a wonderful week. I hope you have a prosperous weekend and have some great plans coming ahead for any spring break activity that you might have. All right. I'll be back next week.